Wow, what a spectacular sight. It's amazing to be here, and I'm very grateful to be able to share this very special day with you all. Congratulations to you and to your family and friends who have made this day possible. Special congratulations to first-generation graduates. I myself was one many, many years ago. I was not only a first-generation graduate, but the only female on my course. From looking at all of you, I'm very glad it's no longer like that and things have changed. Diversity comes in many forms. Each one brings new ways of thinking and new communities into the global economy and the Warwick family. A focus on diversity is not only the right thing to do, it also allows us to solve problems more effectively. And there are definitely enough things challenging us today that we need to solve together. I'm thrilled to be part of and welcome you to the worldwide Warwick family. It's a community that spans the globe and, as we've heard, is now almost 300,000 strong. Being part of this vibrant community and being supported by family and friends, you've already got one of the most critical aspects of living a happy and productive life: community. As Piers said, it's not very long since I stood here for my last graduation. Only 4 years ago, but how the world has changed. A mass pandemic, increasing geopolitical tensions, and the spread of AI, bringing ChatGPT and other generative AI to most of the world. I've continued to work with government, strengthening our cyber resilience and critical infrastructure, and now, as Piers said, I've moved back into a global role, but again supporting the world's critical infrastructure providers to be more efficient with our planet's resources. Writing this speech prompted me to look back over my what is now long career. It's all been spent in critical infrastructure. I've been an engineer, a financier, and now a security leader. Thinking about what has propelled me forward, there are a few things that stand out. The first is saying yes to opportunity. After finishing my MBA and working in a global telecoms company, I was always saying yes to opportunity. Anything to increase the breadth and depth of my role. Saying yes meant trusting the leaders around me to see how I could support them to achieve their goals. This led not only to some great roles in different countries around the world, but also different opportunities in strategy, innovation, product, and market development. From increasing the global availability of mobile comms to working to develop secure transaction methods that could be carried out digitally. These opportunities allowed me to live and work in many different countries and communities, all of the time growing my knowledge of how the world worked and how quickly innovation can change it for the better. The second thing that stood out to me was resilience. All of these different opportunities built my resilience to deal with constant change. And invariably, in your life, you will meet challenges. Careers have ups and downs. For example, my worst manager ever complained that although I had achieved great things, I looked too much like a swan, seeming to move effortlessly through the flow of projects. He said he wanted me to show stress so that he knew he was driving me hard, but I just smiled and glided by. Your personal life will also be similarly challenging, with births, deaths, marriages, and sadly maybe divorces. But what's important is not how many challenges you get, but how you respond and recover. How you look back and articulate these events is the choice between learning and having a failure that stops you in your tracks. All entrepreneurs can attest to this, and certainly any I have ever worked with or supported. They know that failure is the very best lesson for success. In a world with ubiquitous communications and agile ways of working, we now call this failing forward. Getting a product out into market as soon as possible, then adjusting it. This places failure firmly as a beneficial learning experience. But it's not just careers that make a good life. Look to your family and friends that are here or are viewing this remotely. What have they taught you already? My mother, Mary, only enjoyed 8 years of access to education. She started work when she was 14, raised 5 children, was an immigrant, and had very little understanding of the world. But boy, was she resilient. She taught me daily to look up, that life could be different. Women could have choices, no matter what their circumstances. So when, on the first day of my undergraduate course, my professor invited me to stand so everyone could see there was a woman, I didn't cower, I stood up with pride. In closing, my final career observation is that working as an individual, you can achieve many great things. But as a leader, you can achieve so much more. If you want to make a lasting impact, lead in a way that others want to follow. So what does this leadership style look like? Well, for me, it starts with humility, valuing each and every member of your team, no matter their perceived status, for the unique skills and experiences they bring. And make this clear, everyone should have a voice. Then build a clear vision, so everyone knows where they're going. The mere act of generating a vision allows room for all to contribute. Once it's set, allow outcome-based goals. This allows people and teams to have opportunity to innovate, have ownership, and to control how they deliver. Then finally, just get out of their way. Give them the space to excel. As Jeff Bezos said, our role as leaders is to make a few decisions well, so don't meddle. Inspiring leadership fuels and creates inspiring leaders. And one of my treasured messages from many years ago was when a team member contacted me to say he'd been made a CEO. Since then, from my team and also the many, many people that I've mentored, I've had many such happy conversations. As I left my last role just before Christmas, I received another lovely message from a key member of my team who herself was already an inspiring leader. She said, "Average leaders raise the bar on themselves. Good leaders raise the bar for others. Great leaders inspire everyone to raise their own bar." So go out into the world and inspire. Again, many congratulations. Thank you for listening and allowing me to be part of this very, very special day. The world awaits you, your energy, enthusiasm, and innovative thinking. And wherever you go or whatever you do, remember the Warwick community. Let us know how you are doing. Nurture the community. It nurtured you. Thank you.